People can steal your destiny. Yes, you heard that right. People can steal your destiny. And how is that possible? This is what the New Age spiritual community doesn't tell you, because the New Age, in my opinion, is just a way for the elite and the Illuminati to control you even further. There's not enough actual truth in the spirituality that's being taught right now. True spirituality, especially from the ancient Egyptian time and even the Babylonian time, is a lot more rooted in shadow work and darkness than the modern New Age spirituality would like you to believe. But I'm going to talk about how people can steal your destiny. We've all heard of the term energy vampire, right? An energy vampire is someone who has either psychopathic, narcissistic, or sociopathic traits to them, like a high amount and diagnosable. Their template as a being is to consume. They are like literal walking black holes. You may not be able to see the black hole, but if you surround yourself with enough energy vampires, you will feel the effects of it. You will be absolutely depleted. Because energy vampires are consumers, they're not creators. They cannot create unique ideas of their own. They need other people's energies, and they absorb other people's characteristics, traits. And I know a lot of you, especially my followers, have dealt with these energy vampires, and you know that if you hang around them long enough, they start to adopt your personality traits. It's the weirdest thing. And sure, if you hang around somebody long enough, you will start to act similar. But the thing with these energy vampires is that they will never admit that they got these traits from you. They will actually make you feel less than and like you were copying them. Energy is extremely nuanced, especially energy work and energy manipulation. Like I said, these energy vampires, they absorb. So sometimes they can intermix or absorb your destiny. For example, a lot of my customers who have booked sessions with me, they ask me questions like, why is it that after I hang out with these specific people, my luck starts to go downhill? Or they start to get everything that I've ever wanted in life, and suddenly like I can't get what I've been trying to manifest for years. That, ladies and gentlemen, is what happens when you hang out with an energy vampire. Think of how a black hole works. It absorbs and sucks in all of the light around it. If you are a light worker, if you have a lot of light to you, and you even just get near or in the proximity of an energy vampire, every light that you emit will be eaten by that black hole, aka energy vampire. Light is also consciousness, so your ideas, your manifestations, your personality, your ego, everything will be absorbed by the energy vampire. There are some energy vampires who, understand the occult, they understand the esoteric, they understand witchcraft, and they will utilize certain skills or practices, especially from Aleister Crowley, that Satanist, to almost cloak their own energy using yours or somebody else's. For example, if an energy vampire really wants to be a celebrity, but they don't have that charm or that spark, they will link themselves up with somebody who naturally has that charm and that spark. And they will slowly start to study that person and absorb their energy. And then sooner or later, that energy vampire will have surpassed the person that they were vampiring off of. And now that energy vampire is like a A-list, B-list celebrity, and their friend who was trying to make it for years never got there. Even though clearly the true talent was in the friend. So why am I saying this now? No, this is not fear-mongering. We've got to get rid of that term, because sometimes fear will help you avoid disasters. Everything exists for a reason. Don't just ignore your fear. I got this download from my higher self yesterday night, and I felt like I need to say this to people because we are in the time of the apocalypse. And no, I don't mean like physical apocalypse, like doom and gloom. I mean people are starting to wake up. The definition of apocalypse is revelation. People are starting to wake up to the fact that we're living in the Matrix, and we're living amongst not just energy vampires, but also different extraterrestrials. People are seeing people shapeshift into Draco reptilians, into different kinds of ETs. Look at the amount of UFO sightings that have been reported lately. Once you start to wake up to the truth of this reality, and that energy can be manipulated, it can be absorbed, it can be alchemized, whatever you want to call it. Take the necessary steps to protect yourself and have discernment over who you allow in your life. Forgive me because I'm not Christian or Catholic, but I remember somewhere in the Bible it says the sons of God fell into daughters of men or something like that, like they interbreeded and they created Nephilim. This is a great analogy to what is happening right now here on Earth. If you allow the wrong kind of people into your life, not only will they steal your destiny, but God forbid, if you actually marry one of them and produce a child with them, you might actually set your own bloodline back 10 steps, 20 steps. Do you know why? Because a lot of the humans on Earth are actually fallen angelic hybrids. Now, fallen angels is just a colloquial term. It's actually just negatively oriented extraterrestrials, hyperdimensional entities that have infiltrated Earth and have created their own hybrids. And these hybrids masquerade around, these are your energy vampires, they masquerade around like they're normal human beings. But if your third eye is open, you know that they are not normal. There's just something very wrong about them. And they will infiltrate human society to get to their end goal, which is to completely assimilate. Now, I can't tell you why they want to assimilate. You have to read my book. It is linked in my bio, because the things that I write in my book, I can't say here on TikTok because I will get banned. This is like my second strike. But please have discernment over what kind of people you allow in your life, because humanity only got to this point because thousands of years ago, we were too nice and too naive, and we allowed these entities to infiltrate. We can't do that any longer.